Forest faithful, what I'm about to tell you will have you pacing around your living room like it's the final day of the transfer window. We've got three absolutely seismic stories breaking that prove Evangelos Marinakis isn't messing around this summer. The Greek owner is going all out. Picture this: a Premier League goal machine who's tormented us for years, a Colombian maestro who's caught the attention of Atletico Madrid and Manchester United, and a Brazilian wonder kid who could be the steal of the century. The City Ground is about to become the most exciting place in European football. Smash that like button if you're ready for the biggest summer in Forest history. Drop A in the comments and subscribe because this is where the Forest faithful get the inside scoop. I've got exclusive insights connecting these three earth-shattering pursuits that show just how ambitious this club has become. One striker who knows exactly how to hurt us, one midfielder who's made Pep Guardiola take notice, and one young star who could be our secret weapon. But first, let me blow your mind with the audacious move Nuno Espirito Santo is planning for our opening day opponents. Yoane Wissa, the name that's given every Forest fan nightmares for the past 3 seasons, the Brentford striker who seems to turn into Thierry Henry every time he faces us. But here's the beautiful revenge story. We're about to make him ours. Forest faithful, this isn't just any signing. This is psychological warfare at its finest. Marinakis and Nuno want the man who scored 19 Premier League goals last season, the very same player who'll be trying to hurt us on August 16th when Brentford visit the City Ground on opening day. The Bees are demanding a lofty £50 million for their talisman, and here's where it gets spicy. We're not backing down. Sources reveal Forest are ready to reignite their pursuit after failing to land him in January. Thomas Frank tried to keep him away from us, but Frank's gone to Tottenham now, and we're moving in for the kill. But we're not alone in this battle, Forest faithful. Arsenal want him, Tottenham are sniffing around, and even Fenerbahce and Galatasaray are throwing their hats in the ring. Victor Osimhen's Turkish suitors see Wissa as their fallback option, but they're valuing him at just $32 million, nowhere near Brentford's asking price. Here's what makes this so delicious. Wissa himself admitted, "There's been interest since this summer," and acknowledged our very good season. The 28-year-old Congolese international knows we're building something special, and playing in the Conference League might just be the perfect platform for him to showcase his talents. Imagine the scenes, Forest faithful. The man who's terrorized us for years, wearing the Garibaldi red, scoring goals under the City Ground floodlights. That's the kind of statement signing that announces, we're not just participants in European football, we're conquerors. But Wissa isn't the only player Marinakis has in his crosshairs. Oh no, the Greek mastermind is thinking much bigger. Hold on to your seats, Forest faithful, because this next story will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about our transfer ambitions. Richard Rios, the 25-year-old Colombian magician who's been making Manchester United, PSG, Porto, and West Ham drool with desire. This isn't just any midfielder. This is Colombia's star man, the player who lit up the Copa America, the same maestro who just helped Palmeiras conquer the Club World Cup. 133 games, 11 goals, 8 assists for one of Brazil's biggest clubs, and now he could be wearing Forest red. Jorge Nicola is reporting that Palmeiras are ready to cash in for $40 million. That's $34 million to you and me. The Brazilian giants know they can't keep him much longer. Not when Atletico Madrid's Diego Simeone is personally requesting his signature. But here's where our South American connections become pure gold. Remember Danilo, the Brazilian midfielder we signed from Palmeiras who's become such a fan favorite? Those relationships matter, Forest faithful. The two clubs have a good relationship, and that could be the difference between landing Rios and watching him slip away to Spain. Rios isn't just a player. He's a statement. He's the type of midfielder who can control a game, who can make the difference in those tight Conference League nights when we need someone with ice in his veins. Palmeiras only paid $6 million for him in 2023, and now they're looking at a 600% profit. The beautiful irony? Palmeiras tried to sign Ramon Sosa from us recently, but the player rejected the move. Now we're coming for their crown jewel. That's the kind of role reversal that shows just how far this club has come. But Forest faithful, if you think $40 million for a Colombian international is ambitious, wait until you hear about the Brazilian wonder kid we're tracking. And here comes a story that'll have you jumping off your sofas. Caio Jorge, the 24-year-old Brazilian striker who's lighting up Serie A with Cruzeiro and has Nottingham Forest scouts practically camping outside his training ground. This is the player European scouts are calling one of the most promising attacking talents in South America. 19 goals before the Club World Cup dispute. A player so good that Samuel Venancio from Nottingham made a personal consultation about him. That's how serious we are. The numbers are staggering, Forest faithful. Our intermediaries have already made initial contact, and Cruzeiro are apparently willing to listen to offers around $15 million, roughly $12.7 million. That's pocket change compared to what we're talking about for Rios and Wissa. Caio Jorge represents everything Marinakis loves about his transfer strategy. Young, hungry, technically gifted, and ready to take the next step in his career. At 24, he's entering his prime years, and the Conference League could be the perfect stage for him to announce himself to European football. The Brazilian is described as being adapted, motivated, and happy at Cruzeiro, living his most brilliant career phase. But sources suggest he's ready for the European challenge, ready to test himself against higher-level opposition. Think about it, Forest faithful. Caio Jorge feeding off crosses from Anthony Elanga, linking up with Chris Wood, creating chaos in European defenses. This isn't just about signing a player. This is about building an attacking force that can compete with anyone. Leonardo Jardim might be the sporting director at Cruzeiro, but when Marinakis comes knocking with his European project and Conference League football, how do you say no to that? The magnificent finale, when dreams become reality, Forest faithful. As I sit here processing these three interconnected masterstrokes, I can't help but feel that we're witnessing the birth of something truly special at the City Ground. Yoan Wissa represents revenge and ambition, taking the best from our rivals and making them our weapons. Richard Rios shows we can compete with the biggest clubs in the world for genuine superstars. Caio Jorge proves we're still that club that spots diamonds before they become crown jewels. $95 million combined for these three players would represent the most ambitious transfer window in Forest history. But this isn't just about spending money. This is about Marinakis and Nuno building a squad that can not only compete in the Conference League, but potentially win it. Imagine opening day against Brentford. Wissa scores the winner for US instead of against us. Picture those European nights with Rios controlling the midfield like a South American wizard. Dream about Caio Jorge announcing himself to European football with a stunning debut goal under the floodlights. This is what European qualification has given us, Forest faithful. The power to dream bigger, to attract better, to compete with clubs we used to only read about in the papers. Subscribe if you believe in the Marinakis master plan. Like if you're ready for the most exciting summer in Forest history. And tell me in the comments, which of these three signings excites you most? The revolution isn't coming, Forest faithful. It's already here. Conference League, here we come. Europe, you better be ready for the Reds. Come on, you Reds.